Dad, I think if you bet on the Jets at the beginning of this thing, the Jets versus Oilers, if you bet on the Jets beating the Oilers, you would have, you would have got some good odds. But kind of an upset here. Again, this is Sunday morning, so it's 2-0 for the Jets right now, and they played this afternoon.
Yeah, let's talk about the Jets because Paul Maurice was the guy that hung tough with them with all the injuries and guys quitting on him, Bufflin quitting on him. Jets averaged most block shots in the league so far with 20 block shots per game, which is pretty good. Jets average more hits than anybody in the game, which is 60.
60 hits a game they're averaging.
Yeah. But here's the one that I don't understand. McDavid is third on Edmonton in hits. I mean, I know he plays a lot of hockey, but, third in the hits. I mean, what are the other guys doing? He's supposed to be the guy. He'll get a heck for not scoring. And I don't know. It's just Hellebuck is the guy that's, let's face it.
But it is a goaltending duel. I mean, both Smith and Hellebuck.
Smith never had a chance on that goal, that overtime goal.
No.
I mean, the defenseman screened him, and he just stood there. What's he going to do?
Yeah. Because he kind of looked at the defenseman. But, the one thing, Dad, that, I looked at that goal and a couple other goals. Your big thing with the Bruins was always shoot from anywhere.
Anywhere.
And just get it on net.
Just put it on net because somebody would be crashing in the whole thing.
And you were always keep the shot low, right?
Oh, yeah, because then there'd be a rebound. Bobby Schmatz used to come in and aim at a guy's head. And
what's the term for that? Wasting a shot?
It'd be waste a shot. And I remember... Did I tell a story? I told a story that he came in and he wanted to be benched.
Right. You told a story. But, getting about, just talk about shooting from anywhere. I remember that you the Bruins did. I mean, I think we were only next to Montreal with shots.
Yeah.
We were only behind. And the big game against LA was it game 5 or game 6 when Stan Jonathan came down just down the wing and just blasted it. And Rogie wasn't ready for it. And Rogie Vachon and tied up the game.
Yeah, I think it hit him in the mouth or something like that. He got a hat trick anyhow.
No. That was in Montreal. Remember, we were in L.A.
Oh, yeah.
We were in L.A. and Stan came down.
Oh, that game?
Yeah.
Well, listen, let me tell you about that game. If we lose that game, I think we had to come back and win. And I remember somebody said, it's in. I almost fainted. Honest to God, I almost fainted. I went to my knees and I think there was only, how much time was left?
There was I think there was about 4 minutes left, and then Greg Shepard got the winner.
With Greg Shepard, let me tell you about the winner. Dave Hutchison was the guy, and he was killing a penalty, and we weren't doing very good. And he thought he'd be a smart guy, Dave Hutchison. I seem to be picking on it. And he went to slap the puck, and he broke his stick. And the puck come right to Shepard. And I remember this as plain as day. And Bobby Schmatz is a right-hand shot. And now it's 2-0. So I thought for sure, and Rogie thought for sure, that he was going to pass it over to Bobby Schmatz. And Bobby Schmatz sitting there twirling his stick.
Oh, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And by golly, he shot the puck. Greg Shepard shot the puck and went in the top corner. And we won the game. I almost fainted. I honest to God, I almost fainted. You go underneath.
But that's your thing. You told, stand from a bad angle, just
anywhere, just shoot the puck.
And that's kind of like Stastny.
But I thought he was going to pass it that time.
Yeah, that one. And then Stastny. But then the other time you talked about just shooting the puck was going into, I guess it was overtime in game 1 against Philly in the semifinals. And you told Ricky Middleton, get the puck and just shoot it on net. And
that was the time when Freddie the Fog Shiro, for some reason I'll never be able to figure this one out. He put in his extra goalie. He put in pretty extra goalie.
Well, he had Stevenson, and then he pulled Stevenson and put Bernie Perron in.
Yeah, and he was cold. It had to be cold. He sat there the whole period. So I called Ricky over. I says, "Look, the puck will come to you. If it comes to you, just flip it on," because he was magic. He was magic with the puck. And that's what he did. He just got it. He just shot it on, and Bernie put the puck in his own net for the overtime goal. Mm-hmm. I remember that goal. And I remember McLeish breaking his stick.
So they switched their goalie going into overtime.
I couldn't believe it. Now, the only thing is that I think he must have been hurt or something. But he sat there Bernie Perron sat there for 3 periods, and he put him in, and Ricky Middleton just flipped it on. Boy, that was a big goal, boy.
Yeah, it was the first game. But because you watch sometimes. like those guys, they pass too much. You know what I mean? Like you would
They
like.
think too much.
Well, I I'm not an expert or anything, but I watched at Edmonton, and you said, why don't you just give it to McDavid and let him blast it? You know, have Kassian stand in front of the net.
What was the story? Tell that story about when we were over in Europe, when Lafleur was on a breakaway with Mike Foligno. And
I told that story. I'll tell it again, a quick one. So we were playing the Russians, and we were doing pretty good. It was the World Tournament in 82, 81. And Guy Lafleur, it was a big upset. Edmonton beat Montreal. We thought Gretzky was coming over. And so we got Larry Robinson and Guy Lafleur, and we're playing the Russians. And it was 1-1, and with about 5 minutes to go, and it was a 2-on-none. Mike Foligno, so Nick's father of Nick, and Marcus, who plays for Minnesota. And he comes in on a breakaway with Guy, and Guy, they're passing back and forth, and Mike took the shot and put it about 10 feet over the net. So you were in the dressing room after, and you're saying to the guys, let's get going. And then as you walk out, you said, wait a minute. You said, Mike, how many goals you get last year? 15. Guy, how many goals you get last year? 60. So he says, all right, next time a 15-goal scorer is on a 2-on-none with a 60-goal score, the 60-goal scorer takes the shot, okay? And all the players just roared. And they thought that was pretty funny.
And we almost won.
Yeah.
But I'd like to talk about Hellebuyck too, boy. He's the guy that you can't say enough about him. I know Mike Smith, the overtime goalie, couldn't see it. But Hellebuyck is unbelievable. I mean, like holy smokes. He started 70 of 70. Well, this is Sunday morning we're talking about. And that's goaltending. You hate going in against that guy because you know he's going to stand on his head, and he is standing on his head.